Hi, welcome to One Man's Work. Yeah, I just came out of the top of Daniels Canyon. I'm on my way during the pandemic to go check in on my folks and see how they're doing. I thought I'd take a minute and have a conversation here. Just summited out, just about ready to come over to what they call across Strawberry. There's a nice reservoir up here. It's a beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous country. I don't know, maybe you'd be able to see that in the background there. But I thought I'd take a minute and talk about a few things. So, as you know, our country's got quite a bit of things going on as far as this pandemic goes. One of the things that blows my mind, literally, is the sheer volume of misinformation and confusion that's out there, and there's a wide variety of different aspects. I'm fortunate enough and very blessed, and I am very grateful that I live in a very rural environment in Idaho, and my folks are living in a rural environment as well. My parents are quite old. They're when I say quite old, I'm going to say reasonably old. My dad might smack me if he heard me say quite old, but my parents are aging. My mother's 80, my dad's right behind him. He's 79, but will be 80 this year as well. So he's right behind her, I should say. And you know, they're vulnerable. My father's got some lung issues that are just not conducive to that. I've got some lung issues as well, but and on top of that, I'm overweight. But I try and stay active, and I'm working on losing some weight. But the interesting thing is, we hear so many things that are either partial information, misinformation completely, and so many ideas. Do we wear masks? Do we not wear masks? Do masks help? Do they not help? Are they bad? Are they not bad? And it's just so difficult to sort out the truth. So my whole point of this meeting here in having this conversation with you all is to possibly help in determining fact from fiction. And how do we determine that? How do we figure those things out? There are several ways, and I'm going to share with you my magic formula for figuring things out and coming to the conclusion of whether something is true or not. And it's interesting, you can be in a room with individuals and you can look outside and it'll say you might have someone who looks outside and they look up and there's a few clouds in the sky, but it's drop dead gorgeous day, a few clouds up high there, but it's very blue, and one person can tell you, oh, it's going to be a stormy day, it's just horrible, it's just rotten. And you can have in the same note someone else who looks out at the sky and they draw the conclusion that, oh no, it's a beautiful day, it's going to be perfect all day long today, it's going to be great. And we can come to the conclusion either way if we look at it. But the reality of the matter is, both of those individuals could potentially be just totally wrong and off the mark. On the one hand, and I'm giving this as an example, on the one hand, the individual says it's going to be a stormy day, unless they've looked at the satellite pictures and are a meteorologist and they know how the weather patterns work in that particular area. They don't know. We don't know whether they know. And the same is the inverse with the individual says it's going to be a beautiful day. I've been in places on the planet where it's been a beautiful day and it turns real crappy real fast. So we don't know, and that seems to be the vibe. We hear a lot of talking heads on TV that are telling us it's going to be a beautiful day or telling us it's going to be a really crappy day, and it's us that are left to figure that out. So what does that all mean? In most of the media, and this includes all of them, I will say, that a lot of these talking heads are literally that. I've come to the conclusion some time ago that if a news agency is in any way, shape, or form chasing ratings or chasing money, they have to have some method to pay for their news agency. But if there are commercials, they're getting paid for an opinion, and they're pandering, and I'm going to use that word, pandering their message or their take on the message to an audience that they want in some form or fashion, and they're saying things that may or may not be true based on what their motives are. And sometimes the motives might be good ratings, it might be good sponsors, lots of money. Quite candidly, we don't know. Actually, in a lot of cases, I guess we probably could figure that out and know. But in some cases, their motives are political in nature. Over the past 15 years, I've come to the conclusion, almost unequivocally for certain, that the news agencies have quickly come to a decision that they're now part of a political wing, that they are going to get to help you decide and influence who you should vote for President of the United States, for Congress, for whomever, and vote for their agenda. I don't know if you can tell, but it's there's two seasons here in the hyenas of Utah. There's winter and construction season, and right now it's construction season. We're going to stop, so maybe I have a minute to finish this little stint up. But anyway, on to the point, the real point of the matter that I can speak to, or that I said I was going to speak to. How do you tell fact from fiction? When you're presented something, there's two ways. Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to study it out. Look at all the sources. Ask yourself, where are they getting the information? And then don't just go, oh, there's a footnote down at the bottom of this internet article that says that. That note will lead you somewhere. Track that note down. Take the time to figure out if that's true or not. Sometimes it might lead to a scientific journal or a study that was done or consolidated by the CDC that may draw some conclusions. And there may come to a conclusion of that they draw no conclusion. And what does it mean? That's the thing. That's where you look at the results of a study and you look at the statistics that are gathered, and then you have this application part. It's called applied statistics, and you take those statistics and draw a conclusion of what that means. And oftentimes studies may not draw any conclusion at all, but a talking head will come to a conclusion, or get some other talking head as a guest speaker to come on and tell you what that conclusion is. So my advice in finding out the truth is first of all, study those things out. Put some time and effort into finding out whether it's true. Don't just believe it because somebody is saying it. Run down the sources, find out whether that's true. Then once you have all those sources and you have all of that information, then take a little bit of time and meditate. If you're a person of faith, by all means, pray about that. And it's okay to take that to Heavenly Father and ask Him if what's being presented to you is true, if you believe in God in any way, shape, or form. If you pray, ask about the truth. And if you don't pray, think it through in your mind. Think it through and go ahead and ask verbally to yourself or in your mind or out loud, is this true based on what I'm seeing? And then just sit quietly and ask yourself what you think, and listen and think through. I'm going to tell you, the formula is, if you have to come to a conclusion and know, okay, I know that it's going to be a great day based on everything, all the research I've done. It's going to be a beautiful weather day. The wind's not going to be up. No storm, no thunder, lightning bolt, no nothing. It's going to be a beautiful day. Or I've come to the conclusion that not wearing masks is the right thing to do. I've studied it out. I've figured it out. Now I'm going to ask, is that the right thing to do? And ask yourself, well, is this really the right thing to do, not to wear masks? And and in your heart, you're going to find a place that you have a feeling of calm come over you that's going to tell you this is true, and I know that the conclusions I've drawn are actually true. So that's how you know if it's true. How do you know if it's not true? Well, I'll tell you what will happen there. You're going to be back and forth. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. And this is after you've gone through the process of studying it out in your mind. This is after the process of you studying all of the data and information that you can find on the subject to determine if something is true or not. So you're going to have a feeling of peace if it's true. You're going to have a feeling of confusion if it's not true. And that's how you tell fact from fiction, truth from lies. I hope this helps. I hope you all understand how to find that happy place where you can determine what's fact and what's fiction in all of this business. Think twice about everything. It's okay to question everybody. It's okay to question everything and go through the process to find out what's right and what's wrong. If you ever have anybody that's telling you, believe me, oh, I know this is true, you don't have to go anywhere else, odds are something's flaky about it, and there's nothing in this world that you can't take the time to go do a little bit of research and find out and feel good about. That said, I hope this as you watch this video finds you in a very happy place, and that you're all doing well. Myself and my family, we're all healthy, we're all working. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful that everything is moving forward in life. While I'm up at my dad's house, I intend to put together another holster for another firearm, and hopefully that will be coming soon. If you have a different opinion about how to tell truth or fact from fiction in this world, please go ahead and post that in the comments. I am interested to know what you think about that. If you like the content, if you like this, please go ahead and click that like button. If you want to share it with friends, share it with friends. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But I hope you have a great day. I hope America stays free, and the home of the free and the land of the brave, as they say. A quick shout out to all of my friends and peers and veterans who have stood up and put their lives in the line of duty for this great country. I know all of us this coming weekend are going to have in our minds those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms we have. Let's please not forget them. There are thousands of men and women, thousands, that have laid down and paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms here in this country. I enjoy those freedoms. I'm grateful for them every day. And today, my work is just to pass on this information. So, again, I hope you have a great day, and we'll chat with you all later.